Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3, our Emperor Meiji and the Japanese Empire, and welcome back after a short production pause, which was caused by my wedding, and thank you so much for your congratulations and your patience foremost for giving me this 1 week of pause. It was really necessary for me to take a breath, and yeah, now I'm back with recording, so yeah, here we are again in 19010, and therefore let's say we are in 11 soon. That means 25 years more to go, so the last quarter of this playthrough is happening and getting in. So let's see what we're gonna make out of it. Last time, after the reaction to our lost war to the Russians, we already decided that we are probably not gonna go for this Asian welfare state and happiness state. No, we're gonna for nationalistic proto-fascist Japan. Yeah, this is what's up, and let's see what we can do. We have 1 more year to go with the truce and our reparation payments to the Russians, which is really annoying, but then we shall be ready to attack. And to do so, I think we will extend. Let's have a quick look. We have 450 battalions, they got 780. Flotilla-wise, we have to also add some more fleet strength, I think. Or we should, actually I forgot about this, we're moving towards radio, so we can get some dreadnoughts out. But nevertheless, let's increase our naval potential also a little bit. Maybe actually like in Hokkaido, we don't have any up here. Let's create some jobs for more migration up here as well. And yeah, these are things we have to look after. The same with some more barracks, since yeah, we need to fight them, but remember we have got a far more advanced, like technologically advanced army. This will ensure us hopefully victory at some point. And this time I will try to time it a little bit better. With a little bit of luck, we have the chance that Russia drives into another war, and with a little bit of luck, the British won't help them this time. Anyways, so this is what we're talking about here. If you want to have a quick look, remember we have our infantry at basically the most modern type. We've got motorized reconnaissance, we've got siege artillery, we've got trench infantry, while the Russians still should be operating mainly with skirmish infantry, mobile artillery, and bicycle messengers. Let's have a look to Moscow and St. Petersburg if it's the same over here. Yeah. Here even line infantry. They've got machine guns here and there in place, but the Russian army is still outdated, so this is still a point where we can absolutely fight them. Alright, let's have a quick look at our market. Of course, coal is still the big problem. Can't really do much about it, and this is the main reason why we're still going here for the Outer Manchuria, offering 32 coal mines, Southern Manchuria offering 100 coal mines, so which are not even being constructed by the Russians. So yeah, we need to take over basically to ensure our further economic growth, which it's anyways we're number 1, don't forget. Number 2 in terms of great powers, but I think we deserve these lands and we deserve these resources to make sure that Japan is not shrinking, or that we can ensure our wealth. Talking about wares and trade routes, I've been promising in the, or at least in the comments, there was the request to have a look at how the other trade routes look like, and have a look here. This is basically everything with an X here is our own trade route established by us, so we could get end at any time. So the fear that somebody else is sucking dry our market is not really happening. We have basically Mexico here. Wait a second. I've ordered by the amount of goods that are being shipped. So the first trade route that is only with 200 papers is Mexico that's importing from us. Then we've got Northern German Federation that takes some steamers. And yeah, then we get only to lower level, in the end, amounts which shouldn't really bother us too much. Is there any revenue we should cancel for the moment? Yeah, I think at least let's cancel the trade routes that don't make sense for us right now. That can be happily done. To save up some bureaucracy over here, maybe let's go to only yours so we can actually take the ones that make sense for us. And generously let's kill all of them for the moment. I'm happy to establish new ones after the game recalculates. One of the things, though, that I found out when looking over here, is what is a little bit worrisome to me, that we are so dependent on French grain. So apart from building more troops, I'm kind of happy to invest, just for security reasons, to invest. Okay, we already in our rice farms and expand a little bit of our grain production ourselves. And herefore I have envisaged mainly, of course, our farming country here in China, which is like our biggest rice producer in the end. Let's go up big, and some infrastructure as well, so they can transport it. And yeah, so let's put another 30 in here. That will help us also in terms of sugar and fruit a little bit. Yeah, and I think this should be quite helpful for that. All right, the last measure before we keep on going is maybe you should get a law out. And I've been thinking, in the current climate, we have a little bit of problem with the Europeans after being disappointed by them. However, I think being a super big power, like second world power these days, while losing this very war, it might be kind of reasonable that certain voices in the society of Japan kind of opted for some more of democratization, let's call it. So this is a reason why also, like, mechanic wise, I'm kind of tending to go to wealth voting, since basically no one opposes apart from the landovers, but they're marginalized anyways. So by doing so, we should ensure, I mean, all of them are quite happy so far. We could also go directly here to census, also to make the trade unions happy. Well. Actually, I think this is... Let's do it. We're still gonna be a monarchy, and that doesn't mean like we're gonna be a democracy just focused on freedoms and everything. And like, but we still can be like, Japan was a democracy way earlier than in this playthrough. I think their first constitution they got in 1887 or something like this. So please correct me or let me know, or I hopefully drop it if I don't forget about it. But there should be something at least, and I'm kind of surprised that there was actually never ever somebody asking for it. So this is the reason why I want to enact some kind of voting, also maybe to just make the game a little bit more interesting for the last 25 years, since having some parties and so on, I think it gives also some spice into the game. So if the people are fighting for this country, I think they should also be granted some rights. What are we getting from... Yeah, and I think let's then do these one including the census suffrage. Where are we here? So we have the trade unions also happy with that. That should unlock here some bonuses here, workforce ratio and manufacturing industry throughput. This shall help us also in the preparation for the upcoming, again, wartime era. Sorry. All right, and Grand Exhibition. I'm not always quite sure about the mechanic. I think you need to do stuff within the time of the exhibition when you plan for it. I will try to conquer Manchuria first, and once we're really established as here the big power number one in this area, I'm happy to go back and yeah, put it out to start an exhibition. Exactly. What about Spain? I mean, we still have the idea of like, so the Philippines are now, when you look at this down here, is still kind of interesting for us. Yeah, they're part of the German market. This is the reason that's been a while. They are part of the German market, so the North Germans would interfere. This is probably one of the reasons why we're not really pushing in there, since the North German Federation is still our ally. Okay, well, but remember, we still have most of the Pacific here. The Taiping actually wanted to join the market at some point, but we don't want them in there, which is fine. Let's maybe actually improve the relations with the Qing, because I would love them not to intervene as an extra force or like extra front while there would be something going on. So that's all right. Maybe we can get to some terms with them in the end. All right, and I think before we get lost in too many details, let's just get going, maybe on a slow or like speed 3, and observe a little bit what's going on in here in the Japanese homelands. And yeah, every time I have a look and zoom in, I'm still a little bit amazed and impressed what's going on. Like this here in Shikoku. Is this Shikoku Island? So probably not. Shikoku is the province, right? I don't know what the name of the island is right away, but this isn't this lovely here, this little lighthouse up there. Yeah. and in general to see how these former very empty lands have been populated and have steam and industry all everywhere. Actually, it would, of course, it's not from an ecological point of view, maybe not so nice to see, but in a 19th, 20th century perspective, very, very beautiful. All right, we've got some diplomatic plays going on. We've got a Sumatran uprising. Okay. Let the Dutch do that. I can't join anyways anymore. And here we've got... okay, we are in a... Okay, yeah, I guess we're part of this anyways as an alliance partner. Here in this Kazembe uprising, Lunda in the German colonies, but whatever. This is acceptable. And we're really nicely in the plus now, despite our 217k war reparations. Oh god, Russia. That's like really the saddest thing about these last shortcomings about the last war. I mean, the outcome, like if you consider our economic growth, absolutely fair. Our population grew also nicely. Standard of living also grew, which were we really hanging behind a little bit. And Japan kept on developing very nicely after the lost war. However, imagine what could have been possible without these reparation payments to these annoying Russians. Well, it is what it is. Well, we could have lowered the taxes, for example, but I guess when they are over, we will not immediately, because probably for the war, we will also need that. How is actually our new possessions down here that we just recently took from Portugal doing? A lot of turmoil, alright, that makes sense. And we're building tons of barracks here, 25, ooh. I wonder if I ordered. I can't really remember me ordering to build so many barracks over here, but alright. It's built. We've got this one at least, yeah. Okay, and here the rice farming is coming in. Alright. Let's have a look at the market. Is there anything super cheap around here? Yeah, our ironclad still. Nobody to sell it to, though. The Russians, we're not gonna send any weapons, of course not. The Greek, maybe? Yeah. Oh, and let's send some paper to China. That's why not, actually. Very close, very cheap to trade to. And looks like we actually need also some more bureaucracy in at some point. I guess we still have somewhere... Oh. And of course, we still always have to take care of enough market access by building new railways as often as possible. Taxation capacity, do we have problems anywhere here? This is in control, this is in control. I feel like normally there's warnings, but I feel like I might have right-clicked it away, and then I'm not sure if they always show up. Kill this one. Low market access has been taken care of. Okay. Then let's build it in Kanto. 3 of them. And I think they should be prioritized over the rice. So, as well as the railways. Are we already building here the rice farms? Logging camps, okay. That's fair. Let's also see if we need some generals anywhere. In Japan, absolutely. In Indonesia, maybe. Or at least they need to be promoted. Some competent generals over here. This one is in South China, yeah. That's some of the lessons we learned from the last war. We need more different army groups that can operate independently. So we need definitely some Japanese troops in Japan. Since we saw we defeated the Russian and English fleet, but apart from this, they still managed to land over there, which in the end killed all of our war plan. All right, and let's see. Okay, these are fine navy-wise. How are we looking over here? Indonesia. I would like the radar maybe here. No, well then give you this guy. And we do have a event coming in. The interpretation of dreams. A respectable doctor from the University of Kansai has been conducting newfangled investigations in the camp of psychiatry, emphasizing the role that the unconscious mind and buried childhood memories play in psychological pathologies. In the following pages, I shall demonstrate there exists a psychological technique by which dreams may be interpreted, and that upon the application of this method, every dream will show itself to be a sensible psychological structure, which may be introduced into an assignable place in the psychic activity of the waking state. This, accomplished by investigation, will terminate as it will reach the point where the problem of the dream meets broader problems, the solution of which must be attempted through other material. All right. Ooh, university throughput. How does it look like here? Oh, we can actually get some more innovation. This would be quite nice. I think I may continue his investigation at the university. Absolutely, yeah, this will help us a lot. And to be honest, when just talking about it, I will also extend the university a little bit here in the capital. So where is our universities? Let's bring them up to 15 actually. Since there's innovation potential wasted at the moment a little bit. Yeah, and we've got new things going on. What do we have here? Chilean colonization. Yeah, in South, I don't care. Darfur also couldn't care less. All right. Luanda uprising. All right. Hope the Germans take care of this very quickly. And we are basically, by the way, we are 1911. Very nice to see. We've still got the turmoil here in Chubu, which is... This is really not really understandable to me where this is coming from. From radicalized pops, yeah, but why are they so radical over here? Oh, we've got plenty of unemployed, that's true. But then migrate to other places. Oh, we've got so many unemployed and peasants still here. So we got to create more jobs, all right. Agriculture jobs already taken. Then actually it's also built up some ports here. They need a lot of... I'm just gonna intensify here investments in buildings just where they make green numbers, but they look all kind of profitable right now. So let's just in Chubu bring them to round numbers in order to create some jobs and hopefully reduce the turmoil. And this is really like out of my, you see, I'm just clicking to make in the end more round numbers out of my poor feeling. But sometimes it's what you gotta do. I think I will also not cause a lot of damage over here by extending this. What do you have here? A revolution in Belgium, also couldn't care less. Maybe also like, yeah, it's actually the iron production or iron imports. I mean, let's take some from Russia for the moment. Why not? Actually, from Qing also. And Moroccan, I don't know. Oh, damn it. And also here we need, of course, a new railway. Or the ports at least. Let's take the ports up here. Since we also, I think we're very much in the middle. We have tons of convoys, but as an island nation, we need also tons of convoys. So that's quite important. Extend the ports. Also over here, what's going on in Shoguku? Also here we need some more infrastructure. Coal we know, coal we know. We're fighting for coal. When is our truce ending with the Russians exactly? We've got November. Alright, so in half a year we will be making tons of money due to the lost here diplomatic packs. Oh, we paid welfare payments 79k, that increased a lot. There's a peace treaty over here. Then they're trying to annex the Sikh, alright. I couldn't care less. Let's observe. Might be with a little bit of luck. Russia gets in here or something. That would be the optimal case for us. But I think we can still observe this actually from the far. How is the Russian diplomatic situation look right? They have a defensive pact with Moldova. That's absolutely okay. They have no alliance. They have rivalry with Japan, with North German Federation, Scandinavia, Spain, the United States. Alright. Is there something we can... Ooh. How many troops do they have? 38, that's really few, but... They consider the French their rivals. That's a little bit odd. At the same time... How do the Americans like us? It's good relations with the Americans, all right. But if they already offer us this alliance, let's do it. So we'll have an alliance with Germany and Scandinavia. So with a little bit of luck this time, if Italy or some other nation doesn't join again, the ones that... Now everybody wants our alliance now. Very interesting. I mean, everybody is... Do we trade a lot with the Brits at the moment? We were kind of disappointed, and I don't want to count on them necessarily again. No, let's remake them wait. Let's see how they act within the next diplomatic play or war, so we can evaluate this. And if they act nice and to our liking, we can still make them, yeah, we can still go for another trade or trade agreement. And I think there's an alliance with the Scandinavians we can stop basically after. And also this damaging can be stopped. We can stop the alliance after the upcoming conflict. Yeah, I mean, this would be really nice to have a second front up here. We shall see, we shall see. It's all speculation still. Now suddenly here our... yeah, our balance went down very hard. Is anything, maybe something went really more expensive for the moment? I'm not sure. Let's just buy these kind of things. Lead, rubber, hardwood. Wait. It's because of this. It's because of this. Since we lost somehow a lot of bureaucracy from one moment to the other. Despite actually building more of the government buildings. But then let's just quickly cancel those routes here. Where do we have market access problems? Kyushu. And Chubu. Chubu gets already some things in, and we've got like the censored suffrage. That's very nice to see. Let's see how this will change basically the entire setup of the country, if how this politics will change, and if we shouldn't have done it. But yeah, interesting. So we also have a big lag. Holy moly, we have a big lag here in authority now. Due to... I thought this would have been a difference of 3, but this is really, really bad. Since this also pushes down all of these things. So let's see, we have to stop a lot of things. Oh god. We also still use this encouraging bureaucracy. I totally forgot about this one. But we need more bureaucracy anyways. So probably we're gonna go this way. Good thing is that we lose the reparation payments very soon. Now we're losing a lot of taxation, of course. Kansai has so many, I don't want to stop it here if I don't have to. Oh, yeah. Also not here. Tohoku maybe. The Greener Grass campaign, how does it look like in Sakhalin? Do we have enough people here to work here? The attraction is anyways very high. This is still a colony also. Wow, I didn't know. Oh, no state here in Sakhalin. This takes forever. And we've... Ah, that's the reason why we've got this really, really, really bad. Now I've got it. Now I've got it. Since we have a legitimate government. That's the reason why we have so few authority. So let's let them do it for the next bit of time. Is there any text that's really... Let's take those 2 taxes out. Chubu emergency relief. This... Oh my god, there's so much in. What are we... Like, oh my god. Oh, it's fine now suddenly. Okay, sometimes it's jumpy, or was I just... Like, maybe it came from the illegitimate government. Now we've got the parties. Maybe we should have... And we've got the first election coming in 180 days. So yeah, after that we shall have definitely a very good government, or everything should be halfway back on track. Nevertheless, taxation capacity, exactly. I need to add up here. Chubu, Kyushu, and let's build this first, because I don't want to waste these taxes. In the private sector, still investing a lot in the... Are we losing a lot of taxes right now since I cancelled those guys? Maybe then can I bring in actually the emergency relief here back into Chubu, because we really want to get this turmoil down, which took us up a lot here. Holy shit. Alright, yeah. Oh wow, this is interesting to see actually. You see, this jump must have been basically... This jump must have been taking it out in Chubu or not. So Chubu, by the huge amount of unemployed, is making a huge difference. Taking us now to the red area here with the income. Yeah. Hopefully leading to diplomatic pacts. Oh, why? I kind of expected at least 200,000. Oh gosh, now we're a little bit in a problematic situation money-wise again. Well, it's already sinking, that's okay. We've got this resource industry in... the resource industry is also quite important. Oh, violent suppression. I think this can be timed out actually. Like here, I don't care for the turmoil too much. Down here, I guess we have to end it. Here's two. Now here we're still building, then not. For most are the same. Where do we else have violence suppression? And changing up here. Oh yeah. Also building up here. Wow. Let's see. Maybe one more changing. We're not building anything up here right now, so let's take this out. Maybe let's put one tax in again. Tea or liquor. I feel like people love tea too much, so rather want damage, then let's put the liquor tax in. It also is kind of stylish, or makes sense to me. And see where this is leading to. Let's check, speed up a little bit and see if we find ourselves in a better situation with all these government buildings done and also with the truce expiring. I think this is going to be, we've got the election in 90 days. Let's have a look where they are going. We have the Imperial Rule Party and the Constitutional Reform Party leading the momentum. The Commons people, they're like on the same level, all right. Are we still wasting taxation capacity? Oh, this is jumping up. Oh, now we're getting better here. Nice to see. Nevertheless, I think there needs to be stuff done to compensate our missing bureaucracy efforts. And now we also should... Oh yeah, there we are. Finally, the truce is over. And at least the war reparations are over, which is fantastic to see. And I think with these guys up here, once we build them, we should be also in the positive. Also with the bureaucracy. Is the truce also over? Yeah, looks like it. All right, so this was a kind of a weird transition or hard transition in our political and financial system. But we are now in the positive again, trying to work on more of those so we can actually equalize these drawbacks in terms of bureaucracy. And then we shall see, do we have Russia involved in any of those wars? Are they getting involved anywhere special? Let's actually have a quick overview over here. We've got a Bhutan secession. Yeah, they won't ask us anyways for help, so we rather keep out and look for the outcome. Giledi, I couldn't care less. Here we've got another Bantu or uprising, all right. And here we've got trucial states. That's fair for me as well. Annex them if you want to. All right, I think this is a great moment actually for a stop for this episode, since we have our elections in the month incoming, and we are at the point where we're slowly heading out of the truce. And from now on, we can kind of start to look forward and plan the second Russia-Japanese war with hopefully a different ending. Yeah, I hope you liked this episode, which was a little bit of we're getting back in and taking a breath for the last 25 years. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Leave me a like and a subscription if you liked it. This helps me a lot and doesn't cost you anything. And apart from this, yeah, thank you and see you next time. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.